I don't think y'all are ready for this one. To a lot of us, Miss Nathan is like a second mom. Since day one, she's accepted all of us and our flaws. She's the most inspirational person I've ever met. Her mothering soul makes her a safe place for all of us to go to no matter the cause. We've created so many special memories with her and wouldn't trade her for a thing. She's what I call the heart of band, because without her, we wouldn't be here doing this with y'all today. She reminds us of our worth and how amazing we are every single day. She keeps us motivated to strive for perfection in every aspect. We love you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kimberly Nathan. Starting in our brass section. First up, we have Abigail Burnside, otherwise known as Abby. Abby is a sophomore in high school and plays the trumpet. Abby is one of the most vocal yet funniest people I've ever met. Her warm heart and caring personality makes her special in every way. I'm genuinely honored to call her one of my best friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Abigail Burnside. Up next, we have Kaylin Obar. Kaylin is a freshman in high school and plays the quality trumpet. Kaylin is what I like to call the band's quote-unquote beam of light. Her goofiness yet serious side makes her the most powerful person I've ever met. I wish everyone could experience what it's like to have a best friend like Kaylin. Ladies and gentlemen, Kaylin Obar.
Next up, we have Miss Brianna Harris. Brianna is a freshman in high school and plays the trumpet. When I think of the words fierce and confident, I think of Brianna. Brianna is the most kind-hearted person I know. I know her determination for perfection in everything she does is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Brianna Harris. Next up, we have Miss Soraya Grace Wood. Soraya is a freshman in high school and plays the trumpet. One thing I've learned about Soraya is that she will always stand up for what she believes in, no matter the cause. She will forever protect her friends and family, which makes her special in all ways. Ladies and gentlemen, Soraya Grace Wood. Lastly, but certainly not least in our percussion set, brass, we have Miss Ava Greenlee. Ava is in 8th grade and plays the trombone. Since Ava first started, she has never given up and has pushed herself to become the amazing person you see today. Her kind and caring soul can be sensed anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, Ava Greenlee.
We will now move into our woodwind section. First up, we have Laura Pennington. OMG, where do I start with this one? Laura is a freshman in high school and plays the flute and piccolo. Laura has the most outspoken yet kind-hearted personality. To a lot of us, especially like me, Laura reminds us of an onion. She has many layers, but once you get through all the layers, she's the most caring and magnificent person you could ever meet. I'm so proud to be able to call her my bestie. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Pennington, aka the band's Mama Laura.
Next up, we have Raylyn Dyson. Raylyn is a freshman in high school and plays the alto saxophone. When I think of the words bubbly and confident, I think of Raylyn. Raylyn is like the glue of the band. He keeps everybody together even when times are tough, which makes him special. Everybody, that is Raylyn Dyson.
Up next, we have Serenity Davis and Beginner Band. Serenity is in 7th grade and plays the clarinet. She is new to the band, but since day one, she's strived for perfection in every aspect. She may be new, but she's determined, and that's all that matters. Her pure soul makes her shine bright in every way possible, which can brighten up anyone's day. Ladies and gentlemen, Serenity Davis. Up next, we have Emery Breezebo and Beginner Band. Emery is in 7th grade and plays the alto saxophone. One thing about Emery is that she has this radiant energy. She's what I like to call the vibe of the party. Her pure soul makes her unique and talented in every way. Ladies and gentlemen, Emery Breezebo.
percussion section. First up, we have Caleb Smith. Caleb is a sophomore in high school and plays the snare. When we think of Caleb, we think of brother material. His protectiveness towards others has formed him into an amazing young man you see today. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Smith.
Up next, we have Anastasia Lachega, otherwise known as Anna. Anna is in the 8th grade and plays the bass drum. One thing about Anna is she always tries to bring this joyful energy to people, which is all someone can ask for sometimes. But altogether, she's the most outgoing person I know, and I'm grateful to have a friend like her. Ladies and gentlemen, Anastasia Lachega. Next up, we have our favorite beginner, Abby. Abby is also new to band, but since day one, she's shown us all how capable she is of perfection. She's put her work in, and we're all so proud of her. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Anna.
Lastly, but certainly not least, we have the wonderful Titus Moss. Titus is a freshman and plays the triangle. One thing I've learned about Titus is that he's outgoing and always up for trying something new, without the help from others. The amazing feature he has shaped him into a wonderful young man you see today. Ladies and gentlemen, Titus Moss. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you this evening to watch our 2025 spring concert. During this performance with the JCHS band, we'll be playing Montego Bay, Regal March, and Trumpet Voluntary.
We ask you to hold your applause until the end of the performance while also asking for no flashing pictures for distraction purposes. To start our performance, we ask you to stand as the JCHS band plays the Star Spangled Banner.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude our 2025 spring concert, we have one last performance. Laura Pennington, Kaylin O'Barr, and Abigail Burnside will be playing My Heart Will Go On.
our band, your love and support, it means so much to us. To the parents, thank you for allowing your children to be a part of the Junction City High School band. I am so grateful that God allowed me the opportunity to cross paths with such amazing students. I'll admit, when I first started, I was nervous about meeting them. My biggest fear was that they would not accept me. There were a few obstacles in the beginning, but we weathered the storms and got through them together, and they accepted me with open arms. Each of them has their own unique persona that makes it hard not to love them. I love the strong passion they have for music. The love and commitment they have and show for each other is so remarkable. We share a family-oriented environment with a strong bond. Please be aware, if you mess with one, you mess with all. They are very overprotective. With that being said, let's take this time to give our musical all-stars a well-deserved, warm-hearted standing ovation.